Hi everyone. Okay, so I went to the Ontario Legal Aid and the Ontario Legal Clinic, and I spoke with a lawyer by the name of Erin O'Hara. Now, she indicated to me that it is beyond their mandate to be able to help me. They only deal with things that stem from that originated in Ontario. And because this whole matter originated in Manitoba, they're not able to help me. Now, what I was told was that I could hire a lawyer from the private bar in Manitoba, which I already knew. It basically means that I could hire a lawyer in Manitoba, right? Problem with that is I don't have the money for it. Clearly, I don't even have the money to survive right now. So I said to her, like if I don't find some resources or some sort of help today, that I might end up doing something drastic. And she's like, "Well, I'm going to have to call police then." I said, "Well, go for it." And it's interesting. Fro is taking about between 350 and $400 from me weekly right now. So she's gonna call Erin O'Hara instead of the government putting resources to help individuals like myself, they put individuals in the situation where I'm in right now, which ultimately may lead to a nervous breakdown, right? Which means that police will then be dispatched. That's about every time a police officer or a unit gets dispatched. It's about 1,000 to 1,500, depending on the call, from my understanding. Then they reach the hospital, and then it's um, the ER doctors, and this is all costing taxpayer dollars, right? So by the end of everything, we're looking between $15 and $3,000 per call. And meanwhile, the government could be adding additional resources to help people so that they're not in this situation so that they can get help. But unfortunately, it's more the government finds it more reasonable to cost taxpayers this money and financially exploit the individuals, you know, um, cost taxpayers money as a whole, as a whole district or province or whatever, but also financially exploit the individuals um, that ultimately could lead to a nervous breakdown, which in my case probably will at this point. Um, and I mean, it's kind of ironic, like if I end up having a nervous breakdown, I'm not going to be in any sort of state to work. So I'll probably end up on ODSP, which then costs the taxpayers more money. On top of that, well, the X isn't going to get too much because ODSP only allows 10 like your um Fro is only allowed to take so much off of your check because if you're on ODSP or OW, you're already below the poverty threshold, right? So they're only allowed to take off so much off that amount. So who's winning out of all this? I'm not winning. The X isn't winning because he won't be getting his child support. The taxpayers aren't winning because they've got a crap load of more fees to worry about. And so who exactly is winning out of all this? The politicians maybe for not worrying about the taxpayers and the individuals. I don't know. None of it really makes sense to me, but hey, that's how it is right now in Ontario, northwestern Ontario. If you're somebody from Manitoba, you don't matter, unfortunately. Anyways, that's my little rant for this or this for right now. In the next couple hours, I am going to be uploading that conversation I had with Greg Rickford. I'm going to first upload the first conversation and show you the responses I got from the Ontario government. And then I'll upload the second conversation. Anyways, you guys have a good evening. And I will talk to you soon.